Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sutton United Career Mode series here on FIFA 23. I am DFG, and today Sutton United return to league action after beating Hull City on penalties in our last episode to go 6 games unbeaten in all competitions. We are currently in second position. We have 3 wins and 1 draw in the league, and we are only 2 points behind the 100% Newport County. We travelled to Stevenage today, who have not even gotten a point in the league this season. So, maybe a little bit of a trap game. We've had some pretty good games against Stevenage already in this save. Last year we had some problems with them. You might remember Elliot List as a player who has caused us problems in the past, but not many of their players are doing well. Luke Norris and, of course, the very well-known Troy Deeney are 2 players that we'll have to keep an eye out for in this side. For us today, there is only one change. Brockbank will be at right back instead of Barden, who I think has had a pretty poor season so far. Ainley regains his starting position in the squad after being taken out for Gambit in recent games. Stevenage versus Sutton United here, and we have 90 minutes between these two teams who are at opposite ends of the table. Sutton United still haven't lost in all competitions this season, while Stevenage have failed to gain even a point in the league so far. Let's see what today brings us. Stevenage is going to come forward first. Here's Norris. He gets fouled, but the referee lets it play on. Out to Smith on this right-hand side. Kizzy comes out to him, but he cuts back inside. Here's Reed, and that's a good save by Rose. He gets one touch and just lets it go. But Rose is up to the task and saves it. Stevenage coming forward again here just before the half-hour mark. Norris. Deeney. Out to Clark here on this left-hand side. He'll dink in, and that could have been a chance. Reed there again on the volley. Just came up to him and he just doesn't strike it right, and it goes way wide in the end. Long kick out. Wilson is up. But he wins it at the second time of asking, and Gibson has gotten through here against the run of play, but it's a good save from Stevenage goalkeeper. We haven't had a great start to the game, Sutton, but that's their first chance, and it's a good save in the end. Gibson's been so dangerous from corners. I seem to say that every episode! And that's why Jone scores once again for Sutton United. And he gets them off the mark here against Stevenage. Gibson once again just delivers the ball, and Good Life I think is there in front of him, but it's John who goes up and attacks it. It's a good header as well, powerful, and goes into the net. 1-0. Here comes Sutton United again, right before the half. Ainley to Randall. Gives it to Wilson. Wilson's done well. Used the run as a dummy. He's breaking into the box here, and it's a great finish from Wilson. And he scores the double Sutton United lead right before the break. He just uses the run as a dummy and keeps going and charges into the box, and the finish is what I'm really impressed with. Right foot, low, hard, right into the corner. And Sutton United are 2-0 up. And Stevenage start up here again. The Sutton United score right before the halftime whistle as we hear it go right there. Stevenage started the better, but Sutton United definitely came back and had 2 great chances that they put away. And at halftime, it's Stevenage 0, Sutton United 2. Here comes the second half. Stevenage will be disappointed that they weren't able to take one of their chances early, and Sutton United have made them pay for that. And they've got 2 goals up on them here. Let's see what this second 45 brings for these 2 teams. Norris gets dispossessed there. But that's a terrible pass. But a goalkeeper and Rose is able to make up for it. A sloppy pass right to a Stevenage player, but he's able to save it. That's the goalkeeper taking the corner. Not quite sure what Stevenage are doing there. But they do get it into the box. And there's a strike again and another save with the left hand from Rose. He's had a few of them here today. Gets to the captain. He gets through a very crowded area, but it's saved. Here's Barden. And coming on here in the second half, Harry Brockbank went down with an injury, so Barden has replaced him. And he is charging forward down this right-hand side. Now to Eastman. Here's Ainley. Gets a few touches and he gets a strike away. And the keeper was worried, but it's over the bar. Here comes Sutton again. Ainley is creating something here again, and he takes a strike and it's just over the bar. They're threatening Sutton. Stevenage haven't been able to really do much in this second half, and Sutton might finish it here, and it is, and it's an academy graduate. Ryan Cullen comes and gets his first goal for Sutton United to finish off this game. As Sutton take a 3-0 lead right at the death. Simple pass to Cullen. They get past the defenders and he just runs forward and smashes it with his left foot into the corner, and the keeper is just not good enough to save it. He probably should save it, but he doesn't. And Sutton United are going to win this game. Stevenage overmatched in this game. They've had their chances, and Sutton United have made some mistakes today, but Stevenage weren't the team to punish them. And the boos will come raining down on the Stevenage side as they lose 5 in 5 here. Bentley will be happy with his Sutton United team's performances. They get another 3 goals today. Ryan Cullen gets his first for Sutton United as he finished the scoring at the end of the game. But Sutton United get an easy victory here away at Stevenage. And at the end of 90 minutes, it's Stevenage 0, Sutton United 3. That's a good performance there for us. But the big one we have to look at, Harry Brockbank suffered a broken toe, and he's out for 3 months. So that means we're going to have to bring Barden back in. I thought Brockbank actually performed better than Barden so far in this season, but he's going to be out for 3 months. With that win, we go top as Newport lost their first game of the season, but Exeter are still there unbeaten, and Mansfield Town a little bit further down are also unbeaten, but they've only got 3 wins to our 4. We now face Grimsby, a team we've played already this season in, I think it was the Carabao Cup first round, and we beat them. But they did give us problems. I remember Orsi being a very troublesome striker to try and tackle and take down, and he's going to be the biggest problem for them today. He's already scored 2 goals in the league season so far. And Aaron Braithwaite is another player we'll have to take a look at. So there are players that we're going to have to worry about. And Grimsby Town are better than some of the teams that we've faced lately. They've all been at the bottom of the table. 3 changes to the team. Cullen comes in for Gibson, who has some fitness issues. Barden now has to start at right back. And Gambin comes back into the starting 11. And here we go. Sutton United versus Grimsby Town for the second time this season. Last time these 2 teams faced was in the Carabao Cup, which Sutton United came out on top. But Grimsby Town have been a lot better than some of the teams that Sutton United have played recently. So this should be a good game if Grimsby want revenge. Here comes Grimsby within the first 15 minutes. Orsi played very well in the first time. Morris there trying to slip through, but can't. That header by Wilson is miscontrolled. Fete to Orsi. Good, well held up there. Here's Green back to Orsi, and that's a really good goal by Orsi to give Grimsby Town the lead here early in this game. Stunned Sutton United are. Orsi does excellently to hold up play. Doesn't look like he's going to do much here, RC. John is there. Rose has his front post covered, but great control, striked on the volley. And Rose can't save it his front post. 1-0 Grimsby. Sutton United will be disappointed to go down, but here comes Orsi again. He's really causing them problems up top. Now Wood. Barden is with him. Barden misses the tackle. Wood to Maguire, Drew! And Grimsby double their lead within the first half an hour of this game. And Grimsby are taking their revenge here after Sutton United beat them in the cup. Sutton have been poor. And you know what? Jack Rose has not covered himself in glory in these first two goals. Both are at his front post and both he really should save. That one just goes over his head and goes into the corner. It's a great finish, but it's 2-0. I'm just trying to get a foothold on this game and they can't. Maybe there's some complacency in this United side after beating Grimsby already this season as Glennon comes forward on this left hand side for Grimsby again. Here's Clifton now. Ball comes back. Here's Green. He gets a strike and it's just wide, and that could have been 3. It's a ball right out the edge of the box where he's free. Smith doesn't track him, but he puts it wide. So United just coming up to half-time now. They're just trying to get a foothold on this game. They can't seem to do it, but they've come forward quickly here. Wilson out to Cullen. Now he might be able to get a strike away, and that's poorly struck. Mishit, and he knows that's an opportunity, Cullen. He's gone down with his head in his hands. He mishit it, and it goes over the crossbar. Doesn't even test the goalkeeper. Grimsby here again. Wood to Clifton down this left-hand side where they're getting a lot of success. Still Clifton. Through. It's Maguire, Drew again, and that'll be his second. And right before the break, Grimsby Town have shook Sutton United. And that's their third goal here in the first half. Barden has come in for Brockbank, and that's where they're attacking from. Clifton gives it to Maguire, Drew, and he sets himself up. Can't really blame Rose for that one, but it's 3-0 going into half-time here, surely. And Sutton United here start up. Here, let's see if they can get a chance right before the break. Randall tries to get through, but he gets tackled, and there goes the half-time whistle. Sutton United have been outclassed in this game. Maguire Drew has 2 goals. And Orsi has been a menace. It's Sutton United 0, Grimsby Town 3 at half-time. And here comes the second half. I'm sure Mark Bentley has gone into the dressing room and really told what he felt about the first half. An absolutely abysmal performance. And they've come out going forward right away. And Cullen gets a strike there, but it's saved. Said it earlier, they've started much brighter in the second half. Mark Bentley obviously told them not to be complacent, and here's Gambin with a chance, and he's going to finish. And within the first 15 minutes of this second half, Sutton United will grab one back. And it's Gambin who scores. Mark Bentley definitely told them what he thought. Maybe shouted a little bit at them to just show a bit of passion in this second half. And they've got the goal to maybe put some more pressure on Grimsby, but it's still only 3-1. And a lot more time left on the clock. A little bit after the goal here, and Grimsby are under pressure. That's poorly given away. And Smith, that's an excellent ball. Eastman, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. Sutton are certainly showing more aggressiveness and alertness, and Everything you would want them to do in this second half. And it's Cullen here again, and that's straight at the goalkeeper as well. 2 chances gone begging. Kizzy gets the ball there, intercepting it, and now they come forward. Here's Thomas. He gives it to Ainley, and he gives it to Gibson. Gibson's got a chance, and he puts the ball in the net, giving Sutton United 5 minutes or so to try and get this equaliser. They've certainly been better in the second half. You probably would have said Gibson probably won't finish this. He's had plenty of chances to score this season and hasn't put them away, but he did there. It's 3-2. It comes back to Sutton, and we're going forward here again. Thomas on this left-hand side. We know he can deliver a ball, but he settles on the short pass. I love it, and he's actually got through, and that's a superb save from the goalkeeper. And Bentley knows this. Lovett does everything right. Maybe he gives himself too tight an angle, but the keeper saves it. This is going to be their last chance, and Smith is there, and it's off the line. And Smith knows that could be the last chance. He gets up and he just jumps a little to get that off the line. Does just enough. Gibson again aims for Smith, but he gets it away. Now it's a foot race. Gibson does get there, but Ainley's lost the ball, and that should be it. And there is the full-time whistle. A very entertaining second half, and the hearts of the Grimsby Town faithful must have been in their throats for those last half an hour of that game, but they do survive after an excellent first half. Gibson certainly made a difference when he came on in that second half, but it wasn't enough. And Sutton United will get their first defeat of the season, and it's at home. At the end of 90 minutes, it's Sutton United 2, Grimsby Town 3. First loss of the season. It's just due to complacency on my part and on the players' part. We should have done better. Did better in the second half. I will give them credit for that, but we should have beat Grimsby Town. They're a team we've beaten already. It's a team we should have beaten here again, but not to be. We do keep a pretty good position, even though we got our first loss of the season. Mansfield Town also lost, but Exeter City are still unbeaten, and they got a point in their last game to move ahead of us in the table. But we are still in the automatic promotion places, but it's early days yet. Next, we face Carlisle United, another team at the bottom of the table. They have a win this season. They've got 1 win in their first 6 games. And Carlisle have caused us problems in the past. I don't think we beat them last season. With Omari Patrick scoring 3 in 6 games. Toby Show Silva also has a few goals. So there's a few attacking players that are going to cause problems. And of course, Harry Beautyman, who has scored 2 goals from this season, is going to return to Sutton United after we did a swap deal with Edmundson. Of course, he's injured. But we did take Jordan Gibson off them last season, and he comes back into the side as he goes back to his old stomping ground. Gambin gets to start again, and of course, Barden starts at right back once again. Carlisle United versus Sutton United. They've made some deals with each other over the summer. Edmundson, of course, came to Sutton United, but he is injured. But Harry Beautyman does play here today, and he would like to get one over on his old team, Sutton United. Let's see what happens in these 90 minutes. It's Sutton who's going to come forward here. Better start to this game, certainly, after a poor start against Grimsby Town. But they look pretty good here. And it's gone through to Randall, and they've scored already. Sutton United wasting no time. Not going to start on the back foot in this game, as they take a very early lead thanks to Randall. Well, they struggled in the last game to get going, but in this game they've come straight forward, and straight away they've gotten a goal. Randall with the finish, right foot, right into that top corner. It's an excellent finish. And Sutton United usually don't do poorly when they take the lead this season. It's 1-0. Armour to Guy. Gets a block, but it does make its way to Moxon. Joe Silva. He gets a strike away, but it's an easy save for Rose. Long kick out, but it's won there by Good Life. Eastman, he has a goal, but Foley is going to be able to take it down, and he gives it to Moxon on this right-hand side. Carlisle try to come forward. That's Guy, but Gambin is able to tackle him, and here's Randall coming down this left-hand side. What can Randall do? It's a little bit dink in there to Wilson, and that's just over the crossbar. It's a good ball in, and Wilson wins it, but it's just over. Keeper might have it covered, though. Bentley has to be happy with this start, though, in this first half. Another long kick out, and this time they do win it. Headed down to Guy, and he turns his player inside out. He gets a senior down this right-hand side. Guy, he gets it to Patrick. Takes it past his player, and that's in the net. Really good finish. Another goal left in by Rose at his front post that he probably should have dealt with. But give Patrick credit, he's got Carlisle back on level terms. John is... It's actually Barden, I believe, who's there with him. Just turns, strike, right into that top corner at the near post. And it's 1-1 here, right before the break. Coming into stoppage time now in the first half. And Carlisle are coming forward here again. Show Silva is there. And John gets an excellent foot in. And that will be the first half. Sutton United definitely the better of the two sides, but Patrick was able to get one back. He's in good form this season. That's his fourth goal this season. And at halftime, it's Carlisle United 1, Sutton United 1. Pretty entertaining first half in this game as we have 2 goals within the first 45 minutes. Patrick getting his 4th, while Randall getting his 1st of the season, I believe, at least in the league. There is a foul with a late challenge. It's going to be Beautyman who's going to deliver this in. Wouldn't he love to deliver a good ball and get a goal to give Carlisle the lead here? But no dice on that one. And here comes Sutton United, who we know are so effective on the counter-attack. And Eastman's charging forward. Great ball to Wilson. And he takes a strike and it bounces back to Eastman and it's blocked. And Carlisle have survived. Carlisle come forward here, but John does excellently. John and Goodlife have been very good in that centre half pairing this season. They did get on the team of the season last year in League 2, and they're starting off the campaign very well here as well. Here's Smith. Gets a strike away, but it's blocked. And Randall takes over. It's back to Smith. That's a glorious ball to Wilson. Lovely control, lovely finish, and Sutton United take the lead just past the hour mark. And it's Donovan Wilson who scores. And it's 2-1. This pass by Smith is just threading the needle between the two defenders. And Wilson does excellently. One touch to get him away from the defender. Another to set himself up. And the third is to put it in the back of the net. And it's 2-1. Beautyman gets a good ball through to Patrick there, but Goodlife again is there in the second half. Carlisle have struggled to get any sort of thing going in the final third as Smith battles his way and charges forward out of the defence. And now Sutton United can attack. Here's Kizzy. Gets to the byline, little dink in, but it's cleared away. And it comes back to Smith and he gets a strike away. But it does go wide. That's a poor throw out from Holy. That gives it straight to Barden. Ball goes in. Wilson's there, but the keeper is able to get his hand to it. But it's not totally cleared yet. Smith. Gambin. He gets away from his player. Takes a strike, and that's just wide. Excellent turn, but it goes wide. Carlisle searching for that. That goal could give them a point. But Sutton United have really snuffed anything out in the final third for Carlisle, and it's all been all them in the second half, all Sutton United. Here's Ainley, Gambin, Wilson for a second, and that will finish this game. As cool as you like in the final third for Donovan Wilson as he gets his brace for today and will guarantee the 3 points for Sutton United. Carlisle come forward and Sutton United just say, yeah, we'll take the third goal. Lovely pass by Ainley to Gambin. Gambin to Wilson. Wilson settles himself. And it's a glorious finish into the net. 3-1. That'll be it. One more kick of the game before the final whistle goes. And Sutton United have won again. Back in the winning books once again after losing to Grimsby. They were much better in this game, even though they didn't quite pull away until the second half. But the second half was dominant. Donovan Wilson, of course, getting 2 goals. He'll be delighted with that to go with his goal against Stevenage earlier in this video. And at the end of this game, it's Carlisle United 1, Sutton United 3. We have our first loss of the season against Grimsby Town. As I said, probably a little bit complacent on the team's part. We should have beaten them, and after going 3-0 down in the first half, we just tried to come back, get a draw. That would be more than enough for us to keep the unbeaten run going, but we couldn't. I do think Grimsby Town are better than their league position. Orsi and Maguire Drew were an absolute handful in that game. The other 2 games we were pretty good. We finished them easily. They weren't they weren't really a threat to us. Omari Patrick was very good with his runs, but in the second half we snuffed everything out that we possibly would want to sniff out. We did really well with that. And finally, it was nice to see Donovan Wilson getting the goals as well. He's not been someone who I thought being kind of leading the line by himself. He's going to score as many goals as he had so far this season. I mean, he got 1 today. I think he's on maybe 4 for the season. I'm not 100% sure, but he got 2 today in that second game, and very happy with that. Obviously, the Brock Bank injury hurts. That's 2 long injuries that we've got now. Well, 3 if you include Omar Bougiel from last year. And Bougiel might struggle to get into this side if Wilson keeps doing what he's doing. I love what Gibson is doing, though his fitness can be a bit iffy, as well as Ainley. But Gambin is really pushing Ainley for that spot. With that win, we do keep in touch with Exeter City, but they are still unbeaten. They won their game last time out as we faced Stockport next, who are only 2 points behind us in the table, so that's a big game in our next video. But that's all we have time for today. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and the video. And of course, I hope you have a great day, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.